Call to order the 960th meeting of the Directors of MSAD 27.
Christine Thibodeau. Shannon Lugden.
Here.
Joe Bazin.
Here.
Donna Pelletier.
Here.
Tanya Bazin.
Here.
Toby Chaudhry.
Here.
And Rory Collins.
Here.
Welcome back, everyone.
Already.
Yeah. All right, board officers.
Before we do that, oh no, we have an adjustment after. That's good. That's good. Yep.
You want to do the adjustments?
No,
now?
no.
All right.
Well, we need chair.
All right, board officers, here we go. I'll entertain a motion for however we want to do this.
I am fine staying as vice chair, if that's okay to nominate myself.
A second.
So that way it's one less, that's one less
Okay.
thing we have to argue about.
Anybody interested in chair? All right, I'll do it if somebody
Not
wants
it.
to do a motion in a second.
I make a motion.
I'll
to
second.
be the chair.
All those in favor of the chair and vice chair is put forward.
Okay.
Okay, everyone's in favor.
Lucy's gonna need to.
We're mixing it up, Lucy, today.
Yeah.
A little different.
Shannon, second? Okay, I'll get those.
So we have a treasurer position here that's Shannon. Shannon, you still want to do that?
And I didn't have to do anything.
If ever Toby's not here and Tanya's not here.
Oh, then it's me?
Then it's
Okay,
you.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like the
I'll be
postmaster
third in
general.
line, that's perfect. I'll be third in line.
All right, well, I nominate Shannon as treasurer.
I second. Oh, sorry.
Doesn't matter.
All those in favor? Unanimous. We have a series of standing committees. I guess I'll just ask if there's anybody on the standing committees that would like to not be on a standing committee. We'll start with that.
So I'm on the one for the tech center, and I like it, but it's almost impossible for me to make the meetings at this point. So I don't know, like, I read the minutes, I look at stuff. If there's somebody else that wanted to take my place on that, though, that could be more active, that might be helpful.
And that's
For
the
them.
location advisory.
That's, yeah.
Anybody interested?
I'll keep putting them on my calendar and trying to make them then.
What
That's
time are
fine
the
by
meetings?
me, but if somebody was
Are you
interested.
on any standing?
I'm not, no, and I don't know if I can commit to it.
Those meetings are usually, Lucy, 4:30?
4:15, 4:30
Yeah.
on a Monday, typically before their board meeting.
That's right before this one.
And it's
or their
usually,
meeting,
it's
Their
usually
meeting
during the
starts at
budget
6.
season that they meet. They have to meet a certain amount of times per year, but it's usually focused around the budget. So it's not all year round.
I mean, understanding that Shannon almost has a hard time making it is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean, and I've been able to jump on a Zoom a number of times. And so, like, I get them on my calendar and I'll jump it on Zoom, but if there's somebody that,
Would you be interested in being on, if you can make it, you make it?
I really don't think I can commit to it, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
we'll keep you on, Shannon.
I can do it.
You
if
can do it?
really-
yeah, I think I'm still on something at like, I'm on other committees, right? I'm
Yeah.
not
You're in
just,
negotiations.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't gonna
facilities.
take
Yeah.
you out of it, I just was gonna
Add somebody else,
to
yeah,
it, so
that's
there's a
fine.
better chance of coverage.
yep, that's great.
So Donna, you're good with that?
Yep, I'll.
Do we need to do motions for this?
No.
Okay. Finance, we got Shannon and Donna. Facilities, we got Tanya and Shannon. Is that working okay for both of you?
Yeah.
Negotiations, Christine, me and Shannon. I've not been very good about going, I'll be honest.
We do have teachers this year.
Well, no, yay!
Just put that out there.
Good.
I'll just need to be better at scheduling it further in advance. I'm gonna need like 3 weeks,
Okay.
because that's in the court's scheduling out. I can make it, but I need like a good amount of lead time. So
I
I'll
know,
stay
I know
on.
Kurt wanted to start early, so I'll start networking with him on, you know, future dates.
Yeah, and maybe we can, I mean, do you think, are we able to do those by Zoom too?
I don't know that we ever have, but I don't know that it's impossible.
Because like if I'm in Caribou, I don't mind doing it,
Yep.
it would be better. I should be participating in that, I'm probably. Okay, so I'll stay on. Policy committee, it's me and Rory. Rory, that work for you?
Yep.
Dropout prevention, has there been any meetings on that?
We never met, did we?
You must be doing a really good job. Adult Debt Advisory Representative,
Yeah, I'm fine with those, and I'm fine with technology as
Okay.
well.
and then Valley Unified, do those happen, I go, those are easy.
Okay.
All right, so we're good, one minor change.
That was easy.
Want to make some adjustments, man?
I have 2 adjustments. I gave you a new agenda with those adjustments. Under 9, items of business, new business, items for information, new hires, we're gonna add an item 4, FKES, Special Education Ed Tech 1. And then under items of business, new business, we're gonna add a G, adoption of MSAD 27 403B plan as complete, restatement of prior plan. Is that correct, Lucy? All right.
It's real clear. All right, good. Any objection to that?
Nope.
Public participation, do we have anybody from the public who wishes to speak about anything on the agenda tonight?
Nope.
Thank you. Approval of minutes, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of meeting 959.
I'll make a motion.
And I'll second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? All abstaining, so late. Approval of financial statements.
Is there anything you see that should be highlighted?
No, this is, the one in June is not the final, because we still are making adjustments, but it's close to it. We did okay. It's nothing, no big surprises.
Make a motion to approve May and June 2026 financial statements.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? It's unanimous. All right, I guess before we give it to Ben, we got a whole bunch of thank you notes. I'm gonna pass these around for folks to look at.
Those are from graduating seniors that got scholarships.
Nice.
First thing I wanted to talk to you about is our back-to-school workshop for Valley Unified. We're pretty excited about this. It's happening on Monday, August 17th. That's our first workshop day back. We do rotate between the districts, so this one is in Madawaska. And we have Jonathan Alsheimer, who is the author of School of Engagement. High energy guy. I put links to his socials, so if you got the electronic copy of this, you can click on those or just search his name. He's a former middle school teacher turned author and does presentations. This year's theme is all about engagement. We know that we are fighting an education system that is battling against technology and everything that really shortens the attention span. So Jonathan's strategies for engagement are something that we hope are going to be beneficial to our teachers. I know we've had a few teachers go to some conferences lately, and engagement strategies is a really big thing right now in education. If you go to a national conference or something, you're definitely going to, hit on that topic a lot. And so we're really excited about this. We've done a little crosswalk for where we came from and where we've been. You'll see this our core values, what we worked on last year with Handle with Care, and now moving towards our new work with School of Engagement, and we're pretty excited about this. So I did share the agenda with you. We have a full day, and in the afternoon, when Jonathan's done with us, our leadership teams are going to be breaking out in schools and working with staff on building these engagement strategies. It takes some time to build some of these. So you might need some materials and supplies, and so we just want to give folks time to start building their database of different engagement strategies. So we're pretty excited about that. I do also have with you the administrator retreat. I wanted to share with you. I don't have an agenda for that. Still working on it, but we are meeting as a Val Unified administrative team on August 12. This will be the 7th time in a row that we meet as a Val Unified administrative team. It does set the year off pretty strong, where we talk about some common things between the 3 districts, and then in the afternoon we break out by district and talk about our own individual needs. So that's happening next week as well. I did share with you some Val Unified goals. I have 2 goals that I shared with you. One is the teacher goal, which is all about the engagement strategies. So we're excited that we have a goal aligned to what we're starting the year with, and that is those engagement strategies. We're expecting teachers to do 1 per week in any class that they choose. Try one of these strategies. They're all getting a book, the School of Engagement. It has 45 strategies in the book, but Jonathan's gonna also show our teachers how to use AI to quickly develop strategies based on what they already have in place. So you can pop in your lesson plans or a unit of instruction that you already use and have the AI create some embedded engagement strategies that they can quickly put together and use. So we're excited about that. And on the second page, you have a Val Unified Administrator goal. This year, I am asking my administrators to be in a classroom once a day without any negotiation. So they will be doing 176 informal classroom walkthroughs this year. 1 classroom per day for the entire year. If they're sick a day or they're gone to a conference, they're gonna have to make those up on other days. And they are logging those on a spreadsheet that we've created for them. We just want to be visible and we want to be present. And with each walkthrough, they are conducting an informal feedback loop. So they're going to just do some quick points where they can share information with the teacher on what they saw with regards to engagement in the classroom, classroom management, and a couple of other things. So it's a tall order, but I think it's really important, and I am committing to that one as well. I will be in a classroom throughout the 3 districts every day, and I will be providing feedback to teachers as well. The teachers will all hear this on the first day of workshop. We'll talk about their strategy, their engagement strategy, and talk about our administrator. And it's all about being visual, it's all about being excited, and we're pretty pumped about it. So a lot going on this year, and we're pretty excited that that's the direction that we're going in. And to be fair, my administrators were thankful when I shared this with them back in the spring, that we have a goal that's going to make it intentional to get in classrooms, because we can all get busy, sit behind a computer screen and lose track of time. Now we're holding everyone accountable to make sure we do it, and I will be doing it as well. Aside from that, I have your annual report for the district that I've included. It's all up to date with the exception of the state assessment data. That won't come out until October or November, so that data is dated. The version that you have right here does not have updated early college information or the graduating class information, but I do have that from Ms. Zivany, so I have updated. So the one that we put on the website will have updated information for all of that. The only thing that will not be updated is that state assessment data. When that comes out, I'll present that to you like I do annually, and we'll update the annual report. But you have that, and you also have administrator reports from Mr. Doucette, Mr. Anderson, Ms. Jill Kelly, and Mr. Ricky Labby, and 3 out of 4 of them are here to answer questions if you have, or if you have any questions for all of the information I just provided you.
Okay.
I've also asked the non-building administrators to try to commit to being in more in classrooms as well. This is specific for our building administrators, but I've asked the other administrators to join in on that goal and be more in classrooms, because I think it's healthy for everyone, and it's supportive, and I think it's important that we're seeing the front lines as much as possible.
So we received a lot of paper from Ben just now. Why don't I give us all about 5 minutes to just take a look at everything? Does that work?
Mhm.
And feel free to ask questions, please, if you have any.
But everything was in the email though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
nothing's changed from the email.
No, the only thing that's been updated from the email you got is, like I said, Ms. Stivity has given us the
Yeah.
graduating class information, and
Yeah.
we'll include that on
Yeah.
the website. How do you guys feel about those goals?
Good. Did we end up getting a new phone system for calling and all that? Like,
We did.
and
We haven't released it yet, but go, Mitch, if you wanna.
The actual phone system actually works.
It actually works.
It works. It comes as a full package, so we have a brand new website, brand new system, and I have it on here. There's actually an app that goes with the VUESC now, so notifications actually just ding on your phone, but it's a separate app. In fact, I know Jill looks exciting. So that is almost launched. Of course, the trick with tri-district stuff is getting everything split in domains and everything like that. I worked with them today, we are almost ready. But if we need to, we can actually use their phone system, but it's easier just to do it kind of all in one, so.
Yeah.
School Messenger does work, I know we've been getting them, but yes, that is soon to be out.
nice.
So,
It's pretty cool to have your own Valley Unified app, and then you can select your schools from it. It's pretty cool.
there'll be a full, I wanna do like a YouTube tutorial thing that I can just push out to like the pages and stuff. The nice thing for the admins is it simplifies things a lot. When they put out something on our, like through Aptogee, it actually goes to the app, to our website, and to like our Facebooks, which are tied to it all in one. And the calendars will be updated through there too, so you can just pull up, let's say, the school menus are on there like our regular website, but even like our school calendars can be integrated and everything like that. So there'll be staff training and stuff coming. There's still a few tweaks and stuff on there, but it's gonna be good on this year.
Oh, nice.
All right, are we all ready to move on? Any questions for anybody? No? All right. Where we at?
Committee reports.
Committee reports. All right.
We have the second read of policy JICJ back in May. I shared with you the information on Maine's bell-to-bell ban on cell phone and electronic devices. This is the finalized language, which has all of the information from what we received from Maine School Management. We were able to keep our own consequences. So where you see at the bottom of page 1, when it has been established that a student has failed to follow the above stated guidelines, the school may take all of the following necessary steps. These guidelines are actually in alignment with what our current policy says, and it lines up perfectly with this as well. So we got to keep part of our current policy, but it does outline the fact that from starting bell to the end bell, there will be no devices, no cellular watches, no earbuds, anything that can connect to a cellular device will not be allowed. Then you have also, in your packet, you'll see the one pager that's going out to families here at CHS and VRMS that really explains well the law and the new policy. We do expect a learning curve, but you know, we're not alone in the state of Maine with this. This is every high school, this is every building, every school, not just high school in the state, and so.
Is something like this gonna go to the elementary school parents?
Kevin, I believe, has their own, but they already had a no cell phone policy there.
Oh, okay.
So it's less of, the bigger curve there was gonna be wearables, because some students did wear smartwatches and things like that, so that's gonna be new. And then, you know, other than that, cell phones were not allowed there.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But we would have to adopt this policy. The law says that every school district must have one in place to start the school year.
So moved.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
I have a question, Ben.
Yep.
So we had, like, the students weren't supposed to use cell phones during school anyway,
Mhm.
but they knew which teachers would let them and which teachers wouldn't. What's the expectation at this point? Do we expect that all of the teachers are going to enforce this in the same way? Or are there any consequences already kind of in mind? Is there any,
Yeah, so,
am I just asking for trouble
no,
before it
no,
happens?
no, you're right about our current policy already said that and during student learning, absolutely, you know, when the teachers say put away your cell phone, students do. And that's straight across the board. The expectations differ a little bit when there's some downtime.
Right.
You know, some teachers might be okay with it and some
Right.
not. That's where we're gonna have a common alignment. Now, there's not gonna be that availability to give that opportunity because they're banned, literally.
Right.
So I know Steve and Dawn and Kevin and Mona already have their staff meeting protocols. I know they've already talked about it before the school ended, but it's gonna be a lot of reminders. And we're gonna talk about if we have some people violating the policy, how we proceed with that. Because it's not our policy, it's law. I mean,
Right.
you know, so.
You know, when cell phones very first came out, I remember as teachers, people started having them, but the rule was you put it in your desk and never when students
Right.
were in the room did you use that. And not that everyone obeyed it, but, yeah, is there gonna be anything about teachers not using their cell phone?
Yeah, so it's good. There's also gonna be a common expectation for staff members as well. You know, we've talked about that as an administrative staff. We're not gonna flaunt it in front of the students. I mean, that's just gonna be inappropriate. So, it's gonna be a learning curve for all, you know. All too often, people have reasons why they need their cell phone out. I get it, but, you know, we have this expectation now, and it's gonna be a learning curve. Mr. Doucette, do you want to chime in on any of that?
Well, we're prepared, yeah, and even like right now, we had to make some decisions this summer where, because we had teachers that were of the expectation that they had already like phone caddies, or they call them phone parking lots and things like that. And so, but that was gonna promote students going in, getting their phone, taking it out, so while it's in their hand, oftentimes that's where they might take a look, or if they grab it on the way out, they might be out in the hall, you know, as they grab it from the phone caddy. So it's inviting to, for Dawn and I, we feel that the more that it's in their hands, the more likely they're going to want to look at it. It's just a natural response. So we are not doing any of the phone caddies or those parking lots in the classrooms. What we expect is that they take the initiative to put it away. We're advising them to put it either in a locker or their book bag or purse or whatever. We're telling them to avoid to put it on them. But if it's off, it's not gonna buzz or vibrate and stuff, and it's not gonna distract during the class. Because the premise of all of this is to prevent and remove as much distraction as possible. So if they're off and away, there should be no distraction. In communicating with a lot of the local schools and stuff, some schools are going so far as to, they don't wanna see them before you get in the building. So like Prescal, Caribou, there's a couple of schools where students are not allowed to handle them or take them out or anything. They're supposed to be unseen for the entire day. What we're doing is we're allowing them until, like the law says, bell to bell. So when they come in the morning, they'll have a chance to look at their phones, do whatever, but as soon as that first bell rings, that's when they need to be off and away until the dismissal bell. And basically it's gonna be very simple. If a phone is seen, there's no conversation as to whether it's on or off or anything like that. Just the sight of a phone is a violation. Simple as that. Because
Same
there's
as,
no handling.
same as a watch.
Same
as-
thing with the watch and things like that.
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be a perfect system. I mean, you have a lot of different schools doing different methods, but in the end, we're all trying to achieve the same thing. We want an undistracted child in the classroom. And so I think, you know.
Well, the good news is if the majority of them have it off, they're not receiving Snapchats and they're not receiving any, right?
True.
So, and
Correct.
aside from their parents,
Mhm.
which, you know, we hope that parents will go back to analog, call the office here. And, I mean, we all survived in that era. It's a step in a different direction, we get it, but
It is, for sure.
We're gonna put the payphone back down in the cafe.
maybe we'll have to take that out.
It was a hot
So
commodity
when you
back in the
see
day.
kids staring at in their backpack for a little while, you know that they're probably looking at their phone.
Absolutely.
Like we used to see them staring at their crotch
Mhm.
when they were trying to text during class.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's like any other device that's
they're
not
gonna find
allowed in
ways
school,
around it.
whether it's a knife or, you know, a Leatherman or a phone. It's just, we shouldn't be seeing them, kids should not be handling them. Yeah.
I know earbuds are included in that, and I know some teachers, though, they do like earbuds with their laptop and pairing and Bluetooth. Is that, like, how's that?
Unless it's in a 504 or an IEP for a child, which there are some students, there's at least a handful that have that as part of their.
It's just I've had it on like classroom requirements that they need, not earbuds necessarily, but headphones.
Right, and for some teachers, they're gonna have to work around that. They're
Okay.
gonna have to- Yeah, because we even have some teachers that use QR codes and different games, learning games and stuff, and students would use their phones. Sometimes they would take pictures with their phones for certain things and whatnot. That's all gonna have to change now, you know? It's like Mr. Sirwest said, it's the law, it's
Yeah,
not-
no, that's
It
understandable.
wasn't up to local
That's what I was gonna say.
control, unfortunately, it would have been,
Because the
you know,
rule says
I would
generally.
have preferred it fed to us that way.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the law, so we're going to.
I believe we
abide.
are allowing corded headphones, as long as they don't have Bluetooth access, because they could be Bluetoothing to their phone. If they're corded, I believe that's Mitch.
So we have 2 boxes for assessments, because some assessments do require, especially for IEPs and stuff like that, headphones. So we have 2 boxes of headphones, plug-in headphones. The elementary school, every kid has one over there. Here, we don't for every single class, but kids who would be required for IEP or testing have access to them. We don't have a ton, and I will be ordering more, but we have enough for a good while.
Any teacher that wants, you know, to have something for taking pictures or QR code, we have some iPads in the district, so, you know, we can meet those needs in different ways. They don't need their personal phone. Remember, every student has a device, you know, they have an educational device, so it's not like we're removing technology altogether, it's just, we're just removing the personal device.
They could also like, I'm just thinking, I'd be that kid, right? Where they'd link their phone to their laptop, and yeah, they'll put their phone on silent.
Mhm.
It's put away, it's in their bag, it's on silent. It may not be off, but they'll still get messages and whatever else on there.
Are they able to do that, Mitch? Pair their phone with their laptop?
We can't do it?
They're locked out of iCloud, so they can't sign in. So to be able to do that with an iPhone, you need to be able to sign into the same iCloud, and we lock it.
Oh, you locked it,
Yep.
okay.
We're getting good, Donna. But I say that, there's gotta be a workaround.
Oh, I'm sure,
They'll-
I'm sure.
They'll find a
They
way.
will find a way.
Yeah, and they'll be trying to come up with new apps on their laptops and stuff, so that's why laptops will have to be out only when they're in use for the class. When the teacher's teaching and things like that, they're gonna have to be closed.
But on that side, we have Apple Classroom to be able to monitor what's on their screens to begin with, so
True.
the teacher can see what their class is on and stuff, so, I mean, we do our best, but like I said, I mean, the next day something new comes out, we lock that one down, and we block this website, and the next day something else comes out, so it's the ever,
Yeah, yeah.
Chasing the tail.
Understandable. Definitely gonna be a learning curve.
Mhm.
We, yeah, all we can say is we'll do our very best.
Do we have any new business?
Yep.
Any new business?
I didn't see all this on this.
We have no retirements, no resignations, no transfers. We do have a couple of new hires. You'll see a letter from Miss Mona Martin. She's recommending Anthony Pipitone for the special education ed tech, and that should be a 3 position at FKES.
I move to approve Anthony Pipitone for the position.
My second.
All those in favor? Unanimous.
You'll see a recommendation letter from me. I am recommending Mr. Peter Karen as a part-time, and if you're looking at my superintendent notes, I put my recommendation under the wrong, and I put the dorm parent. So you should be reading under the dorm parent, but it's for the alternative education administrator. This part-time position would be exactly half-time what he worked before, so it's half of his contract days, it's half the year. And Peter's essentially committing to 2 or 3 days a week, depending on how that works. And this is part of a transition plan where we would like our alternative educators to become not managers or administrators, but leaders. And that we just need a transition time to be able to do that. And I'm talking more about Brooke in her capacity in that role. So my recommendation is to hire Peter as a part-time alternative education administrator.
I move to approve Peter for the position.
And I'll second.
Any discussion?
Is this a new, so it's a newly created position?
He's coming back in his same role, but just for alternative ed, because Peter also did the community outreach and all of that. He's not doing any of that, he's just doing
And we
alternative
never
ed.
replaced, did we really, we didn't replace?
We're not replacing Peter. And when he retires after this part-time, we're not replacing that role.
Do we have any, like, what are we thinking of for span here for a number of years?
Peter's committing to 1 year, and we'll discuss a second one, but nothing beyond 2 years.
Yeah, because we don't have funding for the recovery school for more than 2 years.
Correct.
Okay. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Opposed?
And the third recommendation is for a Recovery High School dorm parent. I did accept one dorm parent during the summer, and I notified all of you. This is for the second dorm parent, and it's for David McInry, and he has a recommendation letter from Mr. Karen in your packet.
Move to approve David McHenry for the position.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Passes.
And then on the adjustment, I gave you another letter. And this one is from Miss Mona Martin. And they are recommending Haley Bard for the position of Educational Technician 1 at Fort Kent Elementary School.
Entertain a motion.
So moved. And I'll second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
We do still have a math educational technician interventionist assistant opening. We are likely to start the school year with a long-term sub. That's something that we're quite sure that's going to be worked out, and it would be a retired teacher. So we're quite confident that we'll have something while we continue to post the position. We also have some coaching positions available.
Forward 3B plan. Oh, sorry. Let me do it. Books and all this stuff.
We have the handbook approvals. I did share a link with you to those handbooks in your electronic packet. I would have printed them out, but it would have been a lot of paper. But updated CHS VRMS handbook, and then FKES student handbook.
Do you need a motion for that? I'll make a motion to accept those.
No,
I'll
no.
second.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
And then I also provided links to the comprehensive emergency management plan. We approve those the start of every school year. Did some updates to some different, some new points of contact. For example, Caleb Delisle is now the facilities contact at UMFK. Or some of the other ones we updated, Mr. Doucette. Ed Undy is not the chief of police anymore. We have updated that. One thing that we're gonna do, and this was a recommendation, I believe, from you all, when we post those plans to online, we're gonna block out our relocation sites, so that they're not, we're mixing those up a little bit, and I'm looking into a potential new relocation site. You know, it's always size that we have to think about, but we won't post that to the public, so that will be blacked out. Aside from that, there were some dead links from the main DOE, where they have some different exercises that students and teachers can go practice, and I've updated those links. They still had them on the DOE, but they must have been rerouted, so those have been all corrected. Essentially, other than that, everything's pretty much the same as last year.
So,
I'll second.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? I'm gonna abstain.
We've already done the standing committees. The only thing left would be the adjustment for the 403B plan, and Lucy can explain what this is.
The 403B plan is your contributions for retirement or pre-tax savings. We already have the plan in place. There's just a new law since, I believe, 2022 that states that they have to restate. We have to have board approval to restate the plan every year or every 2 years. So this is basically what that is. They've resent us the plan. We've gone through it, looked at it, and it's all good to go. We just need a board motion, which I've given you a copy of, and the pink area, highlighted area just needs to be red. We have a third, we have a plan administrator. It's Omni TCAG, and for us, the majority of our 403 plans are Horace Mann, primarily, but everything looks legit.
So you just need this red?
Just need to be board approval to give authority to myself or Ben to sign.
I make a motion and then read it.
Yep, you can just read from whereas to,
Whereas the employer has maintained the MSAD 27 403B plan since January 1st, 2009 for the benefit of eligible employees, and whereas the employer is restating the above referenced plan to comply with the 2022 cumulative list of changes in section 403B requirements for the 403B pre-approved plans, and to continue to receive the tax benefits of an IRS pre-approved plan. Now therefore be it resolved that the employer hereby adopts the MSAD 27 403B plan as complete restatement of the prior plan to be effective on January 1st, 2026. Resolved further that the undersigned representative of the employer is authorized to execute the restated plan document and authorize the performance of any other actions necessary to implement the adoption of the plan restatement. The employer may designate any other authorized person to execute the restated plan document and perform the necessary actions to adopt the restated plan. The employer will maintain a copy of the restated plan as approved by the governing board, along with a copy of the prior plan in its files.
so you can choose either Ben or I or both of us to be the authorized representative.
Let's do both of you.
Let's do both.
But-
Yes.
So we don't sign this.
Nope, you don't sign it, you just took the motion, and now we have a vote.
All in
Or
favor?
yes. Do we have a second? Sorry.
I'll second.
Okay.
All in favor? It's
Thank
unanimous.
you.
Well done, huh? All right, entertain a motion to call it a day.